Hey everybody, Dan here for Argo Comics, where we do not just publish independent comics, we promote independent comics. I have a bunch of indie comics that I have picked up. I am a physical reader, so these are in physical form. I'm going to ask you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notification to let you know when these new videos are dropping, and also leave a comment if you put out a book or if you have an indie comic that you want to recommend. Always willing to listen and help spread the word of the great indie titles that are out there. On a personal note, I have a Kickstarter running right now for our Thunder Zone imprint. We have 5 new titles as well as a How to Draw Thunder Zone. So we have those comics available right now, all on one Kickstarter. So what happens is you have those 5 titles. You're able to back all 5 if you like. Get the How to Draw book for free. And instead of paying shipping on each one of those books on a separate Kickstarter, you're getting them all shipped together, saving a lot on shipping. And, you know, we have Sumo Boy, Weirdo, Big House Blues. Those are my 3 titles in there. Marshall Strong from Mike Ducharnes, and Supercross from Jerome Hines. So those 5 titles are out there. The How to Draw book by Jerome Hines. So, again, if we ran 5-6 Kickstarters, separate shipping on all that, wouldn't be very wise for you. But in this case, you're able to get all these great books, and like I said, get a little bit of a discount on that shipping. I also have the pre-launch page up for the Law & Order Easter special. Okay, Law & Order. I've had a Halloween special, a Christmas special, a summer special, and she was in our previous campaign to the Thunder Zone one with the Gladiator versus Law & Order, which I will re-offer in the Law & Order Easter special. So if you didn't get a hold of this book during the campaign, you'll still be able to get it in the next Kickstarter. I'll put the link for the new Kickstarter in the comments, but I'll put the link for the pre-launch page of this one in the comments as well, or in the description, I should say, of the video. Quickly, Law & Order is the pint-sized police officer liaison between the superheroes and the police department. So she deals a lot with the many superheroes in the Argo Comics universe. And she's had a few run-ins with Gladiator as she's hit on Gladiator's boyfriend, Shazarath, a number of times. So we had a past storyline with that, but this is a one-shot. You can just pick it up. We will have the past issues, though, of her appearances in that Kickstarter as well. So just click that link, hit the notify me, and you won't miss that campaign. Speaking of Kickstarter campaigns, I backed Nirax Dark Seas 3 of 3 from Bill Mouse, who in Argo Comics had drawn the Sorority of Power book for me. We had a Kickstarter for a trade of that. We need to have a second collection. In the bag I have a bunch of the tchotchkes that were stretch goals that came with the book. Here it is. You can see Nira fighting a mermaid type character, and you get a Kickstarter exclusive signed plate on the Kickstarter edition. Of Of course, I work with Bill on Sorority Power because I love his work. So it's a no-brainer that beyond my own books that he's doing, I'm going to want to pick up anything else he does. Okay, here's a splash page giving you a look at the art. And here's actually the credits, because he used to be reading those and butchering names and giving you just a quicker. And this is Committed Comics, so you can just follow that on Kickstarter and you won't miss out on any of these great offerings from Bill and the gang. And another Kickstarter that I had backed was Icelander and Plasma. Okay. This is from the creator of Juice Man, Scott James. And I think he did most of this, but here's the credits on that book. Just freeze these if you want to read the credits. And just phenomenal art by him as well. Colors are excellent. Juice Man's been great, so it's great to see this book from him as well. I do have a variant cover for Argo 5 number 50 from Scott, so just waiting to get that one out there, because we are lettering issue 48, but there was a lot of books in the works, including that Law & Order Easter special, which actually, I'll just say this, the Thunder Zone campaign is going right now. The Law & Order Easter special will come out right after that, and I'm saying that because usually I wait until one book is at the printer before I have a Kickstarter for the following book, but I'm going to break that rule of my own for the fact that if there's any hope of getting the Law & Order Easter special into your hands anytime around Easter, I'm going to have to get that campaign going and go to print directly afterwards. So you will see that done without the Thunder Zone one being fulfilled already. I mean, during that campaign I'll fulfill it digitally, but the print won't be in yet. But yeah, this Icelander book, just looking fantastic. Now the other Kickstarter books, we're moving into an Indie Planet order I made. And great title I pick up on Indie Planet is Big Bang Adventures. This is number 35, featuring Venus. Okay, Venus, mythological goddess of love. We got credits over here. We got stories here by Ray McKay and art by Ron Williams, two creators that I'm regularly collaborating with as well. So this was a real treat to pick up. Ray's a great writer. Ron, his art, obviously, again, for me to be working with him. Actually, in the current Kickstarter, Big House Blues number 4 is art by Ron. So, but yeah, this Venus story looks excellent. I like that we had this, like, in the pinup section here, kind of like a Golden Age Wonder Woman type style on that pinup. Because I did flip through this, kind of like Jack Kirby styles on some of the pinups. So, you know, I like always have pinup sections myself. So it's really cool to see that here. But beyond that, just love Ron's work, and as I said, Ray does a great story. So this will be definitely high up on my reading pile. Oh, camera's not focusing. There we go. This will be high up on my reading pile. Okay, and again, it is from Big Bang Comics. Let's see, I thought I had another Big Bang. Maybe my books are a little out of order. Here we go. Got Night Watchman from Big Bang. Okay, and as I said, this has a little bit of a Sin City type art technique. Jim Lee used it on Death Blow. That's what I get from seeing this. And I mean, Sin City, of course, Frank Miller, and I think this Night Watchman. Well, Night Watchman, I don't think Big Bang makes any bones about it being a somewhat Batman-inspired character. So, Frank Miller, Dark Knight, Night Watchman. I think we can see some threads connected in that. But yeah, it says Chapter 4. I believe you can get them all at Indie Planet. Diversions from Blue Moon Comics. Okay, Chris Malgrain had this character, Side Rail, and I had it in Chris's, I think I picked that up in Chris's own comics line when he was publishing. I know he published some stuff through Red Anvil, some stuff in Yeet, but yeah, now we see it showing up in some Blue Moon. And like I said, Side Rail was in those other companies, I believe. Plus we got a backup story. Okay, well, let me see if well, they got separate credits here. The credits for Side Rail, credits for No Trespassing. Smith and Irwin. Lloyd Smith, pretty much head honcho at Blue Moon. And then J.W. Irwin, who's a fantastic artist to the point where I had commissioned him for covers myself. So he's an amazing artist, clad beyond the Side Rail that I think I have already, that we're getting this awesome backup story. Speaking of which, let me go out of order again. Get this Diversions 5th Anniversary Color Edition, which is, again, has some work by, there. Here's the credits of Lloyd Smith, J.W. Irwin, Michael Brewer on the colors. So now we have a colored edition of a past Diversion story. But this one's a bit of an anthology, so you have another story in this one. It looks like kind of has a Silver Age art style on that story. A Western story. Let's see here. And a prose story. Guns N' Roses. And then there's the pinups. Pinup section. So, it's a cool book. Here we got an ad on the back for their other titles. Krigor's on there. Let's see. Well, Brick is at top and Krigor. And I just so happen to have Brick, Special Edition. There's the credits over there. See, Brick. Got a chapter here by J.W. Irwin art, Lloyd Smith writing. So, Brick again, Blue Moon Comics, Krigor, Blue Moon Comics. Okay, there's more of a barbarian character, and I think our cover artist, nope, he didn't do the interior. I thought there was an interior story, maybe at the back. No, maybe not. Maybe he did a story in another issue. It's fairly certain. But yeah, here's the credits for the Krigor story. Lloyd doing much of the writing as I do for Argo Comics. So, kind of like a parallel career path on that. But, well, yeah, maybe this is what I'm thinking of. Dana Black, who did the cover, also did this. Krigor the Unconquered #1. It's another of his illustrations. I'm seeing a good amount of stuff from Dana. Oh, wait. As I said, yeah, okay, this is a book where Dana did the interiors. This was another Diversion. Okay. Night Spider. Which, again, JW did a bunch of Night Spider stories. This one we got Dana doing the art. Dana did the cover here. Dana Black, and then the art. Kind of like a colored pencil, watercolor, something like that. Very cool. Very cool art. But I think there's another chapter in this by a different artist. Yeah. So here's credits on the other chapter. And art example of the other chapter, which looks good as well. One last chapter here, and Mark Davis and Ray McKay. So Ray's in this one as well. Okay. The Glass Guardian versus the Drone Master. So, Glass Guardian